Hello everybody, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and we're doing a quick late September update on my Tamarillo experiment. It's 20th of September. I'll have to check what date I started this. Basically I had the three plants. I had the one on the right that I didn't touch at all. I didn't pinch the tip out, didn't cut it back. The one in the middle that was cut back to about 15 inches with the intention of getting it to branch out in several directions, and the one on the left that I only took, I think it was the top 4 or 6 inches off. Now the one advantage I can see of having done the experiment is I can see the growth these have made. There is the bit where I pinched it out, and I was expecting it to produce 2 side shoots, and it did produce one, but one didn't grow at all hardly, and the other shoot, as you can see from whenever the trimming back was done, has grown, I suppose, about 2 feet, which is obviously going to be about the same height that this one's put on. There doesn't seem to be a difference in height between them, and this one again, you can see, if you have a look at where I cut it off, you can see that's put on 18 inches to 2 feet in height. Now what hasn't happened is the theory behind cutting them back is to force them to produce flower buds on side branches. Now as you can see, that clearly hasn't happened. They're still growing pretty much as single stem plants. Probably partly to do with our climate as much as anything else. I believe that they won't flower until next year, and I think they'll flower naturally regardless of whether or not I trim them or pinch them out. I mean, whatever happens, once they get to a height that's too tall for me, I will have to cut them back, and every time they send out vertical shoots I will cut them back again because I need them to branch out. But having said that, I don't want 5 foot wide plants either because I'll have no space for anything. So these are going to stay out, I hope, until the end of October before we get any really cold weather. So the experiment's going fine, except what it hasn't done is caused any flower buds to be formed. But they're looking pretty healthy. They're going to need potting up again, but I'm not going to pot them up before winter. I'm going to leave them in these small pots over winter, because I'm hoping that will cut down the risk of any root rot on them in the cold months when they're not growing much or when there's not much light. And then I'll remove some of the leaves as well to cut down water loss. Anyway, that was for anyone who was interested in following my Tamarillo experiment, just to see what different methods of pruning makes to the plant. The answer is, in the case of these, very little. The one that I cut a lot off is shorter, but it hasn't branched out as I was hoping it was going to do. So experiment's not told me much yet. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody. That's much appreciated if you'll give the video a thumbs up. Obviously share it with anyone you think might be interested in seeing how the tree tomatoes or tamarillos are doing in the UK climate. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, as it's starting to build up a reasonable quantity. And if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications of new videos coming out, including updates, of course, on the Tamarillos. I'll catch up with you all in the next video. Brett out for now.